It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another reaction to an episode of The Walking Dead. This is my reaction to Season 10, Episode 7, the lead up to the mid-season finale, which is called Open Your Eyes. Based on everything we've seen so far, the teasers, trailers, and what they've been telling us, it's going to be an intense episode, and I don't know if I'm ready, but the episode is right about to start, so let's jump right into it. Oh, starting off with the flashbacks already. Are we doing this right away? Okay, we're not. I'm not ready. Don't give her any more water. Oh, that was Alpha. There he goes again. Oh. Whoa. That was epic. That was scary as shit.
And Sadiq is going to treat his wounds first. Bleeds until he answers. That's not
damn. That was savage.
You did what you did, but I'm not going to let it go.
As much as I love Carol, I agree with Father Gabriel.
Including Michonne.
Oh, those are the scars again. Does Daryl have new scars? I see some new scars. Are those new, or did he always have them?
I hate them, but I know them too.
Damn, that hit deep.
If you let him see that a place like this can survive,
That's dangerous.
an idea like that is dangerous.
Exactly.
It would spread.
Words of wisdom from Lydia. That's the exact strategy they should use at this point. Why is the Whisper prisoner staring at Dante? That's kind of weird.
I know you.
Oh. Damn, was he there? Oh. That's gonna trigger another PTSD episode. Yep. Oh, we're seeing more. They're not gonna show it. Oh, or they are. Did they really show it, or did they cut away just in time? What's Aaron's plan here? And by the way, why didn't he go back to Alexandria to warn everyone
Every day.
about the water?
What about a family member?
Hmm.
Brothers or sisters?
He hit the jackpot there.
I'm an only child.
Oh, wow. Damn. She's cold. Is Carol gonna torture him? Where's Daniel Salazar when you need him?
Let's get started.
Oh.
So, what's it gonna be? Honey or jam? Strawberry or apple?
All of it.
I don't think he's eaten for quite a long time. Or eaten actual good food.
What do you want?
He knows it's too good to be true.
I'm just gonna talk.
Is he saying a prayer? Damn. Pretty good acting, I would say. He looks like he hasn't actually eaten. Literally. Oh. Okay, he's a dick. Now we know.
If it weren't for Gabriel, I would be making my move.
Don't let that stop you. Man doesn't have jealous bone and then.
Yeah. Okay, scoot over.
What about you, Gene?
Sorry, it's your other man.
Other man.
Yeah. We set a date to.
There's like a dozen guys after Rosita at Alexandria.
I did check out a few of his baby tips. The poop chart. That shit was on point. Literally. Gene is a bona fide shitologist.
Shitologist. You know what concerns me? Sadiq is getting a lot of attention in this episode. Was he leaning in for a kiss there? Stop drinking the frickin' water. Now we're getting the real Carol. See?
You have the animal in you.
Yes, she does.
If we were out there, I would take you like a bitch and eat.
This guy is just One of those that Negan would have no problem killing on the spot. She gonna punch him? Bam! You were saying? Can't hear you.
You're all weak.
Yet you're the one bleeding.
Let's start with your fingers first.
We'll show you how weak we are.
And both your ears. I'm gonna take all your teeth.
Damn.
Lie to yourself. You ignore the truth. I would never betray Alpha. She rescued me. She loves us all.
He's so
She
brainwashed.
sacrificed her own daughter.
Oh,
for
well,
us.
that's where you're wrong.
She killed Lydia?
They got what they were looking for, though. Unwillingly, you just gave them an advantage.
Since now, you are not getting Lydia mixed up in this. He swallowed every ounce of Alpha's bullshit. That kid's been through enough.
I love how protective Daryl is of Lydia.
I'm afraid.
Oh, so he wasn't actually praying. He's just reciting what Alpha and Beta say all the time.
You lay hands on me, Doc. I'm burning up here.
Oh, what's happening to him? He's dead? Oh, worst timing ever. What the hell happened? Oh, they gave him the wrong medicine? Or herb or whatever?
Killed him. That's Jarl's hemlock.
Wow.
I didn't know.
Yeah, bullshit. Oh! That's a beautiful shot, by the way. That's terrifying, though. Dante? No, that's Rosita. Yeah, that's Rosita. Oh, that was pretty cool.
It's like I'm still there. It's just pieces. And they're all jumbled together like a puzzle or something. Screams and just, no.
His acting is on point in this episode, though.
You're not alone. Maybe nothing.
He's not much of a help right now.
You know why? It bothers me so much. Enid.
What about Enid?
He's there. Just think about how much I miss her.
Oh, because she was a doctor too? Or helping
And I
Sadiq?
get to remember how I failed her, so.
But that skin bitch did hate on you.
You weren't there.
Skin bitch.
People that I love died right in front of me. And now I get to watch it over and over and over. And I did nothing. I did nothing. I just...
Rosita's nodding because that's exactly how she felt during the Negan lineup.
Patience, you don't live together. You don't work together. You don't even eat the same things.
But they do drink the same water.
There's not a common denominator. It's not one that I can...
Oh, he saw it finally. Finally.
Okay.
Drinkable, undrinkable. Oh, was someone screwing around with it? Oh. It was undrinkable water. Oh. I knew it was just a matter of time before he messed up. Don't do anything crazy, Aaron. Or stupid. Oh. Yes. That screwed up all her calculations right there. That was a good move by Carol, though.
Your mother told her people she killed you.
Oh, she didn't know.
You said you wanted
That
to help.
sucks.
I did.
Carol, you should have told her before.
You used me.
Yeah, you kind of did,
Lydia,
Carol.
I'm sorry. You're just like her.
Oh.
You said you wanted me to choose a side? I choose mine.
Wow. You kidding me? Don't go out there, Lydia.
You can't stop me.
Oh. But is Lydia gonna stumble upon Negan?
It's gonna be okay.
This is the most normal conversation Siddiq and Dante have had. Oh, is he triggered by something again? Wait a minute. This is terrifying though. Freaking terrifying. Whoa. Get the fuck out of here. That was Dante? Dante's a whisperer? I don't know if I buy that, but is Siddiq gonna attack him? Oh. But Dante noticed. He's not gonna let him get to the chair. Boom. No one's there to help? No one can hear? Wow. Oh, come on. That's where you end it? Alright, so that was my reaction to Season 10, Episode 7, Open Your Eyes. That was quite an episode. It was crazy. I would say it was a solid episode. I really enjoyed it. But there were some decisions that were made in terms of story that I didn't fully agree with, or I'm going to have to see more to completely buy into it. But from a directing perspective, phenomenal episode. The way it was done, it was absolutely well done, and I really, really enjoyed this episode because of that alone. Now, looking at some key parts of this episode, so first things first, with the sickness spreading and the contaminated water, the first thing I want to say about that is, looking at it in retrospect, it kind of makes sense, and I love that they kind of hinted at it, but we didn't fully realize until they actually revealed it. Obviously, Alpha and the Whisperers were contaminating the water, but why did the Whisperers do it? What made Alpha know that that's going to be effective? Obviously, now we know, because she had a mole. She knew that they could rely on the mole to let everything happen at Alexandria in terms of making sure that they drink the contaminated water. And that's where the Dante stuff comes in, which I'll get into later. But I absolutely loved what they did with the sickness spreading and everything. Now, the storyline itself did feel similar to the season 4 prison sickness, but I think there were a few things that separated that story from this story. One was that during the prison arc, the sickness was a natural thing. But in this case, it's actually the Whisperers who were responsible for it. It wasn't a natural phenomena. And that's the main thing that separated it from the storyline from season 4 at the prison. The other thing that separated it was that they didn't stretch it out like they did in season 4. In season 4, the sickness took like a good couple episodes. But in this case, it didn't take that long. It was in the background. They hinted at it, but it was still in the background. It wasn't the focus of the season. And I think that's the second reason why it was more effective this way. In terms of the Gamma and the Aaron stuff, I think that it was done well, but from Gamma's perspective. Obviously, with Gamma, we did know it was going to go either the way where Gamma was Alpha's spy, which is what they did, or Gamma was really a changed person and she wanted to help the survivors. As I've said before, I think that story was repetitive because we've seen that with Dwight. So I'm glad that they didn't do that. I absolutely loved what they did with Gamma, and I think that the way they portrayed Gamma in this episode was great, showing us the multi-dimensions of her character. But from Gamma's perspective, she was there on a mission. She was following Alpha's orders for the most part to gather intel. But on the other side, what I didn't like about that interaction was Aaron. Aaron seemed like the guy there with absolutely no mission, no game plan. And that really frustrated me because it was just like, why are you wasting your time? What are you trying to achieve? So that's the other part of it. And also, why didn't Aaron go back to warn them about the water being contaminated? I just don't get that. There's a chance that he didn't see it, but you could have made it more obvious. Going into the Whisper prisoner stuff, I absolutely loved what they did with the Whisper prisoner and making him be loyal to Alpha. I think that added a lot to it. And I also loved how they twisted it a little bit at the beginning, making us feel or think that he was gonna break because he saw the perfect life at Alexandria. But they obviously turned it around. And also, it kind of helped us see how badass Carol really is. She was pretty badass in this episode. I absolutely loved it in terms of interrogating a Whisper prisoner, and also Carol using Lydia as a device to have an advantage over the Whispers. I think that makes perfect sense, and I loved it. But with that said, I think the fact that they didn't tell Lydia beforehand and they told her when it was too late definitely was a bad decision. So the repercussions of that decision not to tell Lydia showed, and it was that Lydia chose her side. She went to the Whispers. Lydia no longer trusted her because she lied to Lydia just like Alpha lied to Lydia. So she saw Alpha and Carol the same at that moment. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with her. I love that they changed it a little bit because they didn't follow the comics. They didn't have Lydia stay with them. I absolutely love that. But at the same time, what are they going to really do with Lydia at the Whispers camp? Because if she shows up, Alpha sees her, she's dead. So what are they going to do there? Negan's going to be Lydia's protector at the Whispers camp. And I think there's going to be, or I hope there's some story there. And I think it'll be very interesting to see Negan come in contact with Lydia once again at the Whispers camp or the Whispers side. But after all of that, let's get to the meat of this story, which is the Siddiq PTSD flashbacks, getting a reveal about who Dante really is and that he's a Whisper, leading to Dante killing Siddiq. So first things first, the PTSD flashbacks, I absolutely loved the way it was done. The cinematography, the directorial decisions that were made, absolutely enjoyed all of that. Now, I really wanted to see an extended cut of the barn scene because I felt like we needed it. For as much as they teased that, they needed to actually show us what happened, which is not really disappointing as it is a little underwhelming because they've been teasing at it for so long that I just was really hoping for it. We knew that it was either going to be that Siddiq was a traitor or that he's having these PTSD moments because he witnessed the brutality firsthand and that they made him watch, and that's where they went with it. Not saying that that was disappointing or underwhelming, but I feel like it was going to be one or the other, and it was what I was leaning more towards, which was that he wasn't a traitor. Because I feel like him being a traitor undermines Carl's death, so I absolutely love that they didn't go that route. But in terms of them revealing Dante's a Whisper, I mean, yes, now looking at it in retrospect, there's some hints at it, but not as much as we needed. I feel like it was out of nowhere. And I feel like they needed to build it up a little bit. It felt out of nowhere. And I feel like I'm not buying it at this point. If they come back and explain what happened, why he was sent by Alpha and the Whispers, how he infiltrated the camp, and how he gained everyone's trust, then I'm going to be all for it. But at this point, I don't buy it because it just felt out of nowhere and we don't have any explanation for what really happened. Now, they didn't need to do that before. It'll be completely fine if they do it after the fact. If in the next episode they actually tell us what happened, I'll be all for it. But at this point, I just don't buy it, honestly. So that was a big, massive disappointment for me. Dante killing Siddiq, I feel like they could have done something else. Yes, that was shocking and a big twist, but Siddiq deserved another death. That wasn't a good death for Siddiq, honestly. But I do understand why they did it based on everything that happened. But I feel like they could have done it a little bit differently. Maybe it's not that he necessarily killed him, but the way he killed him, maybe that's what put a bad taste in my mouth in terms of the ending of the episode. But overall, I think this was a solid episode. That's pretty much my review of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.